I've been asking myself this question ever since Lucilla came out. Is she actually worth pulling as a free-to-play player? Now, I know that Wuthering Waves gives out a ton of Astrites, and with the anniversary patch, the amount of free pulls we've gotten is honestly insane. But with the Cyberpunk collab and Lucy being available and her signature weapon looking like a pretty massive damage increase, because my damage right now is completely ass. So should you really be spending your Astrites on Lucilla? And on top of that, the new characters are right around the corner too, so let's talk about it. So first off, let's look at the damage buff she provides. I'm only going to be talking about Glacio's shaved side today because the other mode deserves a whole entire video on its own. Anyway, this is the damage I do with Lucilla and Chisa in the latest Tower of Adversity, and this is the damage I do with Lene and Chisa. As you can see, the difference honestly is a little less than I expected. Don't get me wrong, Lucilla is definitely a great character to have, but if you're expecting some account-changing jump in damage, at least from my testing, that's not really what happened. Now on to the next question. Does Lucilla need her signature weapon? For free-to-play players, this is probably the biggest concern. Most of us aren't trying to spend money on the game, and with so many new characters on the horizon, every Astrite matters. So this chart shows the damage difference between her signature weapon and the other available options. And honestly, if you already have one of the standard alternatives, I personally wouldn't spend extra Astrites getting her signature. It's definitely stronger for her in terms of damage wise, but not strong enough for me to justify another round of pulling when there are so many upcoming characters that could potentially bring so much more value to your account. And lastly, and probably the most important question, is she actually fun to play? And this is where things get a little subjective. In my honest opinion, with characters like Amith, Cartethia, and Hyuki already in the game, Lucilla feels a little underwhelming. I mean, don't get me wrong, again, she's useful, and the ability to just snap materials whenever you want to is honestly pretty cool. When it comes to combat, her animations and overall gameplay don't hit the same for me as characters like Amith or Hyuki, which is kind of unfortunate because Lucilla was actually the character I was most excited for out of all the entire lineup. So this is the final verdict. If you really liked Lucilla, go for it. She's a solid character, she provides useful buffs, and she definitely has teams where she shines. But if you're a free-to-play player who's trying to maximize the value of every Astrite, I don't think she is a must-pull, especially with the future characters right around the corner. Anyway, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Have y'all pulled Lucilla, skipped her, or are you still on the fence? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. It really helps me out a ton. See you guys in the next one.